Hi! Welcome back to CloudNets, where networks meet cloud. Today we're going to talk about high availability in the network cloud because, in spite of what you may think, the network cloud infrastructure presents higher availability than a traditional chassis. And to understand that, we need an expert. Let's call the expert. Ran, hi.
Hello.
So, how come?
How come? Three things. First off, it's failure rate. Second, it's the failure radius. And third, it's the network maintenance. I'll explain each and every one. Failure rate means how often do you actually have a box which is collapsing. When you have simpler boxes, you have a lower failure rate. Network cloud is using a standard white box, ODM, pizza box, much simpler as an equipment, therefore a lower failure rate.
MTBF.
MTBF. Second is the failure radius. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? When you have a big chassis and it collapses, it damages the complete network. When you have one small box which is collapsing, it's small damage.
Blast radius.
Easy. Third is the network maintenance. You want to have the ability to operate certain functions on the network, like an upgrade or a change in the network, without actually impacting the availability of the network at all. This is what network cloud is able to do because it's a distributed network.
So it's like a surgical accuracy.
In a way, it's kind of breaking the problem into many small problems, and then solving small problems is much easier.
Great. So the network cloud infrastructure presents higher availability, which is important for, well, everyone in the days of internet serving every aspect of our life. And this is because of the lower failure rate or the longer MTBF, the smaller blast radius or failure radius, and network maintenance procedures that are isolated from the rest of the network. Thank you, Ram, for this.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining, and see you next time on CloudNets.